Greetings and welcome back to Project Zomboid Risen Dead. So apologies if this episode is late uploading. I had a long day at work and unfortunately, and I apologize profusely for this, I didn't record these episodes over the weekend like I should have. I was busy playing No Man's Sky because I felt I needed a distraction for a bit. But anyway, again, my apologies for that. So I had said we would keep starting in Rosewood till I got familiar with it, but Rosewood's a fairly small town, and apart from the prison, I believe I'm familiar with it. The layout at least, and it lacks a hardware store. And on my other series, The Walking Dead, my current character is there, and I plan on visiting the prison with them. So we're going to move on and play in West Point, which is one of the harder starts in my opinion, because of the zombie density. But a lot of people do like West Point because of the availability of stuff in there, and you can generally leave town to the west and it's fairly easy. It's just the initial start is usually very rough. But yeah, we'll start there in West Point. Again, using the same mods and my same settings and my preset character. Eventually I will survive long enough to do something. Alright, there we go. So let's jump in here, see what building we start in, and see if my brief experiences with West Point, I tended to avoid it because of and immediately leave town, but I have had some experience with West Point, just not a whole lot, and see if they help me out any. So here we go. Where do we begin? Alright, we're obviously in a residence. I will immediately start sneaking. Check out my books. Alright, so we have first aid for beginners. That's going to be useful because I tend to get injured right off the bat. Mechanics for beginners. And that looks like the extent of the beginners books we have here. And apart from cooking, I need cooking for intermediates, but I do need the other beginner books. Alright, let's get our windows shut. Or curtains. And I have a car in the driveway. It looks a little worse for the wear, but alright, curtains are all closed in this main room. The house next to me is burnt out. Great. It's not going to have anything of value, really. No weapons. The metal saw does not count as a weapon, and I can't kill anybody with a paperclip. Beta blockers, we will grab them. And we will grab these sheets so that we can we can cover up this window for one. Now, unfortunately, this looks like a one-story house. I'm seeing the texture of the window through it. Okay, yeah. So, one-story house, not the best. Do I have a key to my house? No. So let us unlock the doors so that I can enter them from the other side if I need to. Locking doors really only keeps NPCs out, not zombies. Zombies will just attack a door, they won't try to open it. At least unless you up their pathing. Alright, what do we have in the kitchen? We do have a water bottle. Let's grab one of them. We have a griddle pan. That will do as a weapon until I find something better. have a lot of fresh food. Actually, let's leave the large Tupperware container in the fridge. We will eat that first. And we also have some ice cream. And this last counter, we have a rolling pin. That's another backup weapon. Though, actually, no, I need that for cooking. I can find more griddle pans, and I can still use a griddle pan when it's broken, but I don't believe I can use a rolling pin when it's broken. Alright. And screw it. Can I wear that? No. Okay, they didn't make the chef's hat a hat. Disappointing. More beta blockers. Grab them. Yeah, because the first bottle we grabbed is almost empty. Right, that's in the kitchen, so we have all of our windows covered in a little dinky one-story house. It's time to go outside and see what the neighborhood looks like. Hi. We have a garbage can out back. Hi. That would be nice if some of the models for like the burnout house stories actually looked burned. Oh, there's a lot. That's the problem with West Point, in my opinion. Zombie count. And no, you know me, I don't like leaving them wandering around. I have to eliminate them. Plus, it makes me feel better after a bad day at work to just smash something. Maybe I should start playing more FPS games, you know. Fire up Borderlands just to go punch a skag. You know, Borderlands 3 is a pretty good game, but I still have problems letting go of old characters. I really liked Krieg. And yeah, oh, already bit. You get, they finally added him in the DLC for Borderlands 3, but you don't get to play him anymore. That's my one complaint I would have to say about games like that is you lose the old characters. I didn't have any medical supplies in my bathroom that I recall. Alright, it's bloody. I can't tear the socks, so we will rip up the t-shirt. That is one problem with Hydrocraft, is for some reason the long wool socks pretty much overrode the regular long socks, and they forgot to make it able to be turned into sheets, rip sheets. I should probably adjust that. I think at one point I did adjust it, but one of the times that David Hasselhoff patched, I think it replaced that file and undid my changes. Yeah, there's one in the trees. Now we have a wrench. Empty gas can. I gotta remember all that stuff's in the trunk. Do we have a key? We have a pistol. It's empty. Without a magazine at that. There's a bandage. We will grab that because our bandage will eventually become dirty. The wrench is almost broken, so I'll continue using the griddle pan first. And it's going to take me a while. Damn it. to secure my neighborhood. But we're going to do our best. Even if it means picking up anything to beat them with, or just resorting to bare hands. Oh, thank you. Alright, forget the wrench. Let's use the survival axe. Stay off my driveway. Back. Well, that survival axe did not last long. Crap. Alright, wrench won't last long either. Don't die on my driveway. Come over here. This is where a zombie pops out of the trees behind me. Yeah. This is going to be a bit of a rough one. Bandages last longer than rags. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to read the first aid book before I needed to start using it. Now, I could go with my normal playstyle and get the hell out of here to the cabins near the lake, but I'm actually going to stick around West Point. Try and see how much I've learned about being careful in combat. Plus, there will be more resources out here. There's one at the side of the building. Gotta keep an eye out for some coming out of the building. There might be some in the burnt out building. So we gotta keep looking behind us to see if any come out. Oh, come on, push him. This isn't my driveway. You can die in it, buddy. Back off. I gotta stomp him. I said back off. Will you fall down? This is the part where you fall down. Oh, yeah, of course you get up. Alright. First lesson of combat, know when to run. Alright, they're going to start beating on this house that I secured, but so be it. Where's that rolling pin? Attach back. We might end up having to leave. Alright. There's fire, multiple houses around here. Yeah. Follow me to victory. I know the ones at the front of the house will be beating on the doors or windows. Or they won't. I'm getting an amazing amount of maintenance out of a freaking rolling pin. And now that I said something, of course. You're gonna stay down. Maybe I grabbed the wrong weapon to start. Alright, I want my house secure, people. Don't mess with the chef. 3. And again, have to keep an eye on the building. And the trees. Die. Can't believe I'm getting cold after all of this exertion. Alright, you're going to take a little bit. I want to get a look at the house. Is there anybody inside? I can't see. No, there's nobody inside. There's 3 in the trees. They broke those windows. There's 1 in the building. You know, maybe I should be checking bodies for additional weapons. Leather jacket, too. Alright, give me a sec, woman. No weapons. Oh, that was crap. You stay out of this. I'm working on somebody else. Yeah, stay down so I can do that. Stay down. Turn that way, thank you. Always had a fondness for blunt weapons. I don't know what it is. Wish I could grab the prosthetic leg and beat the crap out of somebody with it, but you know, that's just me. Matches. I saw you coming up. Got a few more bodies to check. Alright, now I'll deal with you. This house is going to have a bloodbath around it. And there are tons of zombies in West Point that will slowly migrate this way because of all the bodies and the blood. Alright, let's see, what neighborhood am I in? I believe I am west of the school, that if I go that way I'll get to a school. Or at least west of town. That way continues toward town. Alright, there's 1 in the building, 1 against the building, 1 coming my way, 2 coming my way. Possibility for some from the street to come in. Alright, lunge. Lunge. Oh, that's even better. We're about to lose our weapon. there are a bunch of burnt out houses stories here. Grab the MRE. Bunch of burnt out houses here, story-wise. That means there are bound to be a firefighter story somewhere. Alright. Wear it. I want a black one, but I'll wear that. And let's have a smoke. Getting tired, woman. I gotta wait on you. Do you have anything? A pin. That's not really gonna help me. Was there anything in the garbage can? Grab it. Is that a cop? Do you have a nightstick, officer? I could really use a nightstick. Yep, they're already starting to be drawn to the bodies. Looks like you have a nightstick, officer. I know there's one coming up beside me. Alright, I need that nightstick, officer. Oh, it was a jackknife. Attach belt left. Attach belt right. Transfer that. Attach back. We are running out of things to use to kill people. All these holes in here, and yes, I open a window. I'm just hoping this counter... Nope, it doesn't appear to be intact. No weapons. Got a bookcase that's intact. Electricity for intermediates, there was already one there. Fishing for beginners. Metalwork for beginners I will grab now. Probably won't make use of fishing anytime soon. Well, screw it. Grab fishing and trapping. While I'm listening to zombies sneak around on me. I think they're right outside the window. Very dangerous. Yeah, this house is really not secure. They could wander in from holes in the wall. Can I not get through here? That's not the book cover. Don't need cooking for beginners right now. I will come back for it later. Another belt. Alright. We need a weapon. Because we are surrounded by large numbers of zombies. Nobody's currently heading my way. Alright, I need to wash these bandages. And that's infected, of course. Did I have a cooking pot? No. I do not have a saucepan or a cooking pot, so I cannot sterilize them that way. Another letter opener. It sounds loud. Are there some behind me? No. Alright, I'll use a jackknife if I have to. Not the most effective weapon, but it's a weapon. Currently no one coming for me. I have some broken weapons for you. Yep, I see you coming. Alright, somebody had a leather jacket. I'll put it on later. Jackknife is pretty sturdy, actually. Or it has been so far. It must have a lot of durability, even if it doesn't always resist taking damage. It's lasted a little bit. Alright, come along. Doesn't sound very sharp. It's not making a stab noise. It's making more of a blunt impact. There's a lot of snarling, but nobody's coming my way. No cabinets in there. There's already a broken window over here. Three. Might be more in the house. Looks like there might be one right there that I was kind of seeing. That's why you don't go immediately for the cabinets. Someone stuck a fork in him. Nope. There's a couple of books I can take the covers off of. That's something to wait for when I know this area is a little more secure. Okay, we have a house key, and there are boards on the front door, which means this is a survivor's house. Okay, there's a police officer, and there's a bunch in this room. There's a bunch in these rooms. I was hoping to get the stab. Alright, they're going to bust out of there pretty quickly. There's a bunch. Quick, let's check for a weapon. And I just saw one. Alright. Attach back. Equip in both hands. Equip on back. Grab. 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 Goodbye. I'm severely over-encumbered. Let's put our books in our backpack as we go along. That'll cut down on the weight. There we go. No longer severely over-encumbered. Now we need to stash some stuff, because I don't need to be going around encumbered, and we've got a slew of knives. Let's actually attach a hunting knife to the right belt. What do we have in here? Alright, let's put those up. Alright, we are going to attach the crowbar, my preferred weapon, to our back. Let's actually get the shotgun shells back out. Put the wood axe in the bag. I'm not putting it in here just yet. Alright. Equip the wooden spear in both hands. Put the baseball bat in the bag. Put our maps in the bag, and our MRE and our energy bar. Our ripped sheets. Oh wait, I had a disinfect option. Disinfect with bourbon. Disinfect the bandage. Still over encumbered. We don't need to be carrying around the books really, except for first aid. The others we can stash here until I get around to getting a piece of paper and writing down what I have. I'll have to try and remember it. That gets us out of encumbrance, which is exactly what I wanted. Away from my house. Now we have some weapons. And we also have a lot of zombie noise, corpse noise already in the immediate vicinity. That's not a good sign. Two of you. I know how to deal with two of you. I need to separate you so that I can do the stab. I need to smoke. Alright, we may need to find another place for a base. Because this place is going to be a mess with all the corpses. And the spear is a very effective weapon, even when you're a bit of a noob. It gets really effective when you're skilled. Alright, I don't need the spear. Now I'm down to my preferred weapon, the crowbar. If I get into a bad situation with groups, that's why I brought the machete. It's a shame you cannot attach a machete to your belt, only to your back. But I've got both a machete and a baseball bat that are more effective weapons than the crowbar when dealing with groups. And an axe, of course. But an axe's effectiveness, it's one of the highest damaging weapons, but it is a slower than the crowbar, takes a lot of exhaustion, but it can just about outright kill things. Yeah, you see that damage bar? It is almost completely full. Yeah. But it is a very slow weapon. It is not effective for groups unless you can get them staggered out. It's about as effective as the crowbar. But it, you know, for dealing with groups, but it kills them a lot quicker than the crowbar does. Yeah, where I'm taking about 5 swings, when you don't have any other modifiers like panic or exhaustion, a crowbar will kill them in at most 3 swings. Usually, a wood axe will kill them in at most 3 swings. Usually 1. Whereas a crowbar takes 3 to 5. I don't think I've ever one-shotted anybody with a crowbar. Unless I had knocked them down first. Crowbar is extremely lethal when things are prone. Because it has a lot of weight for the downward attack. I think because it has a high crit damage bonus, but an actual low crit chance. But hitting things that are prone is an automatic crit. Is that a firefighter hat or just a cowboy hat? Looks like just a cowboy hat. So far, I haven't seen any firefighters near these burned out buildings, which is a little disappointing. I was hoping for a supply of axes. Hand axes would be very effective for combat. And that would allow me to save the wood axe for trees. 2. 3. 4. Alright. Equipment primary. Machete is another high damage weapon. And it has a good crit chance. Problem is my maintenance is low, so I'm going to break this thing pretty quickly. Because bladed weapons have the lowest chance to retain maintenance after swinging. But as you see, switching to a more effective weapon when you're facing multiples is the way to go. That was the one thing that I was kind of stubbornly hanging on to the crowbar when I should have switched to a more effective crowd clearing weapon, because I was more worried about leveling up my maintenance than I was about dealing with the zombies. Oh, I didn't get the one-shot kill? It was a waste of a hunting knife. I had specifically switched to that, trying to get the one-shot kill from behind. Alright, you guys are spread out enough. I should be able to crowbar you. Now that's the thing. Crowbar, better chance of knocking things down. So if you can get them coming at you as stragglers, blunt weapons are the way to go, because if you can get them prone, you can get them dead quick. If you have time to hit them when they're down. Alright, I'd like to get back to that house that was boarded up. I just wanted to clear any that were coming my way. Now that I have a machete, I can deal with the group that came out a little easier. I think I have dealt with some of them. Oh, crap. Quit primary. Back to the crowbar. There's just one of you now. Yeah, I really would like to put a machete on my belt. And that way I could keep a crowbar and a machete and quickly switch between them. That looks like either a hand fork or a screwdriver. I think the screwdriver has red. Yeah, that's a hand fork and a hammer. I do need the hammer. More as a tool than a weapon. I think this is machete time. I deal with her with the crowbar, but I think there's more coming around, about to come around that corner. And I would be mistaken. Yeah, I could have switched to the crowbar on her. Or another option is to be able to put two different weapons on your back, having a back left and a back right slot. Because it does make sense. You could have a crowbar hanging over one shoulder and a shotgun hanging over the other or something like that. Alright, they broke down this door. You should have stayed outside. And I should have taken beta blockers. Alright, now. Remove book covers. That's the only one. Basketry. And I'm relying on hearing them snarl to warn me that they're coming. And they can only come at me really from that direction because they can't cross over this furniture. Just like I can't. Fanny pack. I'm glad I came back into this house. Well, it's gloves. Even if they are bright pink. Beggars can't be choosers starting out in the apocalypse, even though a lot of times I am. I'll neglect things that aren't white. I mean black. Another axe. Oh, a forklift. A double-barreled shotgun. That's my preferred shotgun. There's a pallet of bricks. So if I can find an empty bucket, and there's rope and a welding hose. If I can, if I can find cement mix and a mason's trowel, I can. All right, there's none in there. I can get the forge up and running pretty easy. No entry. Nothing in here. Alright, I still need a saw. Bandage is still good. Box of memories. this was where I got the weapons. And that looks like the extent of the cache of items here in this area, unless any of these zombies have something. Like a gun. I think one of these guys over here might have had a gun. Oh, he's got a magazine for a gun. Yeah, the police deputy had a pistol that actually has rounds in it. Now, I could do that to try and clear my neighborhood out. Go somewhere and just start firing off the pistol to attract zombies. I'm still not exactly sure where I am. I have a good idea. If I continue down this road, it's going to probably turn into the main street area. And by turn into, I mean this road eventually becomes it. I think it does turn south and then east again before it does. But we are going to call this an episode because I have another axe to offload here. Alright, so we have an axe which does less damage than the wood axe, but it is faster at swinging, I believe. But the wood axe is more effective on trees. But we're going to put both of those up just to cut down on our weight. And that shotgun, because I'm going to use the double barrel. Double barrel does more damage than that one. And let's put up the baseball bat, since we do have a machete right now. Alright, so we're going to call this an episode. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.